remarkable performances, and the fans' reaction, I think, and Kara put it in good context, is these kids should be proud and not disappointed in winning a PR invitational victory, and in the case of Kai Culpepper, her third in this event. Well, we're getting the girls 400-meter runners out here onto the track. It affords us an opportunity to hit the rewind button and show you how the meet record was set back in 2022.
We are seeing a big lead here coming to the home stretch.
Mallard, the future USC Trojan, will take it in a new meet record of 52.12.
So 52.12 will be the standard to beat here, as we've already seen a number of our meet records already go down, and we're still fairly early on in the schedule here. Skyler Franklin of Davie, Florida, winner of a national indoor championship when she raced at the Armory earlier on this year. PB under that mark, and again, you just got to manage the wind here, Carrie. And you weren't the 400-meter specialist in your day, but you had to manage the winds on those final laps like a 400-meter athlete. What do you have to understand about managing that wind depending on where it's coming from?
Yeah, I think these athletes have warmed up. They are watching the races beforehand, and they have to think about getting out a little bit quicker if they are going to head into that wind, especially if they're looking at that clock. If they're trying to just race, it might be a little bit of a different story, but I do think a lot of these athletes are thinking about time today. They're putting on a show out there, and they have high expectations. But yeah, thinking about my 400 meters races, I would just be rounding the bend when they were finishing. So they don't want to take my advice.
Franklin is the high school leader in this event with that 51.66. As we look at the rest of the field, Payton Smith won the CIF championships in the state of California from La Jolla in 6. Codd out of Nevada won the 100, 200, and 400-meter champion was Franklin in 4. Bradley of Maryland Heights, Missouri in lane 3. Tyler Lowe out of Georgia, who was 5th in this race last year, and Brazzell of Texas, the 6A runner-up, is in lane number 1. As we settle into the blocks here, again, 52.12 is the time to beat for the meet record. And for Skyler Franklin, probably in the back of her mind as well, I just want to win as the runner-up in this race from last year. She is the favorite and is in lane 4 here as we get the 400 underway. Brazzell, Lowe, Bradley, Franklin, Codd, Smith, Brefo, and Gardner.
Franklin's
and already a little separation by Franklin. Yeah, making up the stagger here on Codd, who is a senior. Gardner is running well in 8. Brefo out of Texas, the 5A state champion, also running well, but now look at the second half here by Franklin. And Franklin off the turn and in full stride. Now it's just about strength here. That's Gardner out in late, 8 for a battle for second, but everyone's racing for second because Skyler Franklin, the sophomore, is going to take the victory here. 52.01, new meet record.
Well, she was second here last year. She wanted to cross the line first this year. She's probably been thinking about it for 365 days or whatever the exact days are. But yeah, she looked so good. With that last 150, it was all power. You could see that she really got out hard, but she really kind of bided her time getting around the turn with 200 meters to go, and then it was just all drive home.
Yeah, and Madison Gardner with a nice job out in lane 8. That's a tough place to run. You'll see this replay here coming home with Gardner out in 8. She gets a new lifetime best, 53.55, finishing in second. And Payton Smith was able to hold on for third, running in lane 6. But Skyler Franklin out of Florida coming in as the favorite. Still feeling the effects of running 52:01 and navigating that win. We hope to hear from her in a little bit of time after that boys race, as we'll have Kara Goucher interview the winners here in the girls and boys 400 meters.